Good morning, students. Today, Rajesh Kumar, your class teacher of physics, is going to discuss more about chapter 1, Physical World. Before moving to that, the book that you can consider is your NCERT Part 1, Chapter 1 it is. Okay? In this particular chapter, we will study about physics, its scope, its laws, its characteristics, and other mechanisms those are considered valuable in physics. Okay, so now we will start from science. Can be divided into two categories. One is natural science, other is physical science. Physics came in the physical science category. Physical science comprises of two. One is physics and other is chemistry. And in natural science, botany and zoology is there. The origin of physics is from the Greek word physis, means nature. That means physics is what? It is the study of nature and natural phenomena. Okay, so can we move further? Yes, the scope of physics. Physics can be broadly categorized into two domains. One is macroscopic, other is microscopic. At macroscopic level, that means at large scale level, and in microscopic, micro you all know it is 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, we will study both of them one by one. At macroscopic level, you can see the work that is done in laboratory, in a realistic world. In offices, calculators are being used, computers are being used over there. In terrestrial, you can see the study of terrestrial, and in astronomical also, the study of space. Okay, those all the four modules come in macroscopic domain. And in microscopic domain, now the microscopic domain, you can see molecular, atomic and nuclear forces. That means micro, very small, not visible to us. Okay, and in molecular as well as in nuclear we will study two more type of forces: weak nuclear forces as well as strong nuclear forces. Okay, we will move further. In macroscopic phenomena, the macroscopic domain or phenomena is also known as classical physics, and it can be compromises of four sub domains. That is mechanics, you can see, and as well as the electrodynamics and optics and thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, you are seeing a cup of tea, that means thermo means heat. Okay, we will move further from now. And the classical physics is based on some concepts as well as some laws are there. We all know physics is not just limited to the illusions or beliefs. It is all based on the laws as well as their proofs or concepts. Okay, see in this, the law of gravitation we all know. In class ninth also, chapter 10, we studied over there the law, gravitation law. There we studied that the falling of apple from a tree is due to the gravitational force of earth, as well as you can see in the next one here. See this, all the planets, those are revolving around the sun, they are revolving due to the force of gravitation only. Okay, okay, now move to the next one. See this, the technologies and principles. Steam engine, it is based on law of thermodynamics. We will study in this particular class. Okay, in thermodynamics maybe it may be chapter 12 there. Computers, digital logic, in class 12th earlier we were studying this, but now it is being removed by the CBSE. In class higher classes you will study about this. Rocket propulsions, Newton's laws of motion it is based on. You have also studied the same in class ninth also, Newton's laws of motion over there. Then electric generator, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. It is based on the principle, and you will study about this in your class 12th only. In fourth unit you will study over there. Then aeroplane, it is based on Bernoulli's principle. In last chapter of class 11th you will study about this. Fluid dynamics it is also known as. And optical fiber. Okay, about optical fiber you will study in class 12th, unit 6 is there. Okay, there the topic total internal reflection is there. You will study about that in that. Okay, now we will move further. So physics is all about some technologies, and those technologies are based on some scientific principles. Without principles they will not work. Okay, now see another important point over there. Some physicists or scientists and their contributions, or what discovery they made during their lifetime, during their period of growth, and the country from where they belong. See first, Archimedes, buoyancy or Lever's principle. He belongs to the country of Greece. About buoyancy you have also studied in class ninth also, I think. Yes, Galileo, the law of inertia, he belongs to Italy. Christian Huygens, wave theory, Holland, you will study about this in class 12th, chapter 10 over there. Isaac Newton, you already studied in class ninth. Laws of motion and gravitation, chapter 9 and 10, he belongs to the UK, United Kingdom. H. Rudolf Hertz, generation of EM waves and as well as the unit of frequencies after given his name, Hertz. Okay, he belongs to Germany. J.C. Bose, India, very uh, intelligent scientist he was. Ultra short radio waves he discovered, as well as Marie S. Curie, radium polonium. You will also study about the same in class 12th also. Radioactivity over there, he belongs to Poland. C.V. Raman, Indian scientist in elastic scattering of light by molecules, as well as Abdus Salam, very surprising, but he belongs to Pakistan. Unification of weak and electromagnetic interactions. Okay, they the list is many more scientists, but we will discuss them in brief only. There are so many scientists and their discoveries are there, but we cannot discuss each and everyone over here. As we all know, this chapter is just the introduction of our physics. Okay, so now we will move further. Again, there are some fundamental forces in nature and on based on physical laws. These are fundamental forces are given the gravitational force. We discussed this electromagnetic force, as well as the weak nuclear force and strong nuclear force also. These are four basic forces those exist in the nature. And now you can see the gravitational force. It will act between the masses of the two particles and they will attract each other. Okay, they will exert some force on each other, and that force is gravitational force. Electromagnetic force, you can see it will act between the two charges. One is positive and other is negative. If both the charges are of same types, they will repel each other, and if they are of opposite type, they will attract each other. Okay, see there, different types of charge carriers are given there. Electromagnetic force is that force which will act between the two point charges. Okay, see this very carefully. Blue color particle shows positive charges, red color shows negative charges. And here you can see in electromagnetic force the opposite charges, one is plus, other is minus, they will attract each other, and the force that will act between these two is known as electromagnetic force. Okay, in all, the force that dominates all the terrestrial phenomena is the gravitational force. Very interesting fact. Which force will dominates all this? It is gravitational force. Very good. So nice. And now see, uh, we will discuss about now some nuclear forces. And you can see the structure of an atom which consists of electron, and in the nucleus three types of particles are there. One is electron in the outermost orbits. All the electron are having negative charges. Neutron and proton, they will resides inside the nucleus, and all the positive charge will be there inside the nucleus. As we all know, neutron is neutral charge particle. Okay, weak nuclear force, you can see, it is if an emission of beta particle is there, then beta particles mean emission of one electron from there. Beta particles are having negative charges over there. Okay, so you can see in the diagram also beta minus, you can see over there 89 to 88 it becomes. Okay, so a beta particles is emitted over there, and that will results in the weak nuclear force. That means the nuclear force between the particles is not of so strong. And one thing is, the nuclear force we discussed is of very much strong force. Strong nuclear force we discussed, the force that exists between the proton and neutron, or proton in the nucleus. It is called strong nuclear force. Okay, now some important facts over there about the forces, their relative strength, range, and operators among them. Okay, see, gravitational force, it is of the strength or range, strength 10 to the power minus 39, numeric values they are given there, and its range is infinite. All objects in the universe, it will act on all of the upon them. Weak nuclear force 10 to the power minus 15. Very short sub-nuclear size, that is given there 10 to the power minus 13 meter. Some elementary particles, especially electron and neutrino, is over there. Electromagnetic force, it is of 10 to the power minus 2 relative strength, and infinite is its range. It will act between the charged particle, as we discussed earlier. Also positive and negative charged particles are there. Strong nuclear force, its relative strength is 1. Okay, so it is the strongest force known till now. The short nuclear size 10 to the power minus 15 meter, it will be its range. The particles those are acting on it is nucleons, heavier elementary particles are there. So physical laws, scientific organizations based on physicist observations and experiments are presented as laws or empirical relations in the form of mathematical equations. Definitely, whenever we will discuss about any of the physics laws or relations, it is totally based upon the observations, whatever calculations, and it is foolproof. It will be foolproof. Okay, and we all know physics is not just static, it is ever dynamics. Ever dynamics means it will continue to change. It will continue to change, continue to modify. If some of the scientists did some modification, some inventions today, it may be modified next day or in the upcoming time. Okay, so there are some quantities those remain conserved, and the given quantities they will conserved means they will not change during a physical process. And these are the laws based on the conservation of quantities: law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of energy. You already studied about the same in your class 9th chapter 11th over there. Law of conservation of linear momentum. You also studied over the same conservation of momentum in class 9 chapter 9. Last topic it was, I think, there. The law of conservation of angular momentum, law of conservation of charge, you will study about the same in class 12th, and law of conservation of parity, even or odd parity is there. Okay, thank you so much. Are you having any query? You are most welcome to admit. Thank you. Have a good day. Very good.